But yeah, it was pretty funny when Josh and I, we were called up to go together as a team, and I was like, oh yeah, Josh is thrilled.
As soon as I walk in after just getting voted out with tears in my eyes, I notice that everyone that's there I have voted out.
That's your question, don't forget you. Did you find what was in the box?
Damn!
Okay. And from my point of view, you were running a Girls Alliance. So I'm really surprised to see you here. I thought that you
girls, I was always I'm never gonna vote at a girl. I'm just not doing it. There's never been a girl that won. There's never been a girl that made it to the final three. But it's oh, I got your back, and they tuned on me, which really sucks because I was ruining my game basically.
I'll be straight up. I told Mum, that's a good thing to set guys around.
So
I think Mum was the one of the first.
Do you know who do you feel burned by? Because I said I felt burned by Erica. Do you feel burned specifically?
Well, I guess the shitty part was that if Taylor did switch on me, she actively held my hand and was I want to go to the end with you and I love you right before she voted me out, which is you don't have to fucking do that. That is personal and maybe it's not personal.
No, it's
holding my hand and stuff.
I know from first-hand experience that was one of the best to do it.
Were you unanimous or?
It was 4-3 for Christopher to 1 for Grace.
Wow. Do you know who voted Grace?
I really don't know.
Yeah, I just didn't know.
This is something I wanted to win desperately last time, and I'm just ready to go in and redeem myself and get this done.
Welcome to your Boomerang Battle Challenge. This challenge is a simple game of endurance. You must use your stick to hold your disc onto the wall. At certain time intervals, you must move your hand further up the stick. You will be doing this while standing on a small platform. If your disc falls or you step off your platform, you are eliminated from the game officially. The last person standing will return to the game. The person who returns has safety for the round since they will be without a duo.
I know that they went for almost 4 hours. I'm ready to go for almost 5. There's no way that I'm dropping from this competition.
You made it yourself, it's royalty free.
Healthy Ascendance intro.
While we're all here, is there any information that needs to come out that one of us can just slay in the game?
Adam and Tyler are running this game.
You don't think Erica and Rachel?
That means something.
I think them too.
Okay. That means something coming from Billy.
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you say
I've watched closer with them.
Right.
God knows how many times.
But it's helpful to know the relationships, right? So
Taylor and Billy just one synergy together.
Yep.
So if the fact that he's saying her.
Okay.
I don't want to be a 19th placement. I want to get back in this game and play and vote some people out who I don't really respect their gameplay.
Let's do our best, and let's cheer on the others. I think this is going to be a good competition, one way or the other.
So who's Taylor and Adam close to?
I think Erica. I think potentially Rachel, Ty, Eli for sure. I guess Josh. I don't know.
So those are probably the 6 we want to focus on and skip up everyone else.
Grace, Christopher, Michael, Eric, Stacey. Those are all people that really will need support heading back in, I think.
Grace, Eric, Michael, Stacey.
Christopher too.
Yeah.
feel like, hey, I think this is my challenge to win.
Easy, we got this.
I'm glad Christopher survived his birthday. He was a good grief partner. You know, I'm pretty sure he voted for him.
And with that, Jim is out.
Good job.
My surgery injury is really starting to hurt. I don't want to injure my hand. I don't want to look like I'm throwing this competition because I respect it so much, but I just can't do it anymore. Josh was one of the contestants that Matt warned me about coming in. Josh and Aaron have been a really good sense of support. I'm not sure they didn't have a part in me getting voted out, but I really was surprised by that connection.
You can play rage right now.
Ooh, I was kind of thinking that too. It's like we're stabbing something.
Yeah.
And I took that. Man. I was like, so like, oh, good recovery. No, I'm sad with you. I'm just like, man.
I was upset.
Yes, like, you were. But I thought you were running the show, right? And I'm so surprised to see you here. I'm sorry that happened.
I've never had more fire and passion to ever win a comp in my life.
And I was struggling those first 15 minutes, but now I'm solid.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are back to another 15.
Good job, y'all.
Thank you, 15. What's the time right now?
With that, Alex has dropped.
Good job, Alex.
And this is when my emotions really hit me. My game's over, basically over before it began. When I was voted out, I kept the hope up that there was the battle back, but flopping the challenge is just hard to deal with.
Good recovery.
And with that, Matt is out.
Good game, guys.
Good job, man. Good job, man.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be on Ascendance, to meet all these beautiful people, and to play this game with my husband.
Holy fuck. I think I just beat the husbands in the battle back.
I'm starting to notice my red plate changing colors. It's turning green, it has a glow, and it's starting to move, but I don't think it's actually moving.
And with that, Chris Yu is out.
Good job, Chris.
Nice work, Chris.
Did you?
I didn't.
Oh my god. You fell asleep? My god, are we that boring?
I wish I could have just focused more and be more awake and alert, because I really felt like I would have killed that challenge.
Anybody else feeling sleepy? Might need help waking up?
With that, Laker is out.
Good luck, everybody. So at this point, my hand's completely numb, and out of nowhere, boom, my stick falls. Immediately, I'm thinking, yes, I'm out of the game, I can chill and I can relax.
just past 5 minutes in this pose. Keep it up, you're doing great.
Everyone is dropping like flies. I'm like, yes, keep doing this. Let's keep pushing. I'm almost there. What's your story? If you get back in.
Games to keep me.
Oh, like what's like the story of like, okay, like what's it mean to you? You know.
I mean, you really want it?
I want it.
And I start thinking, why am I here? Why am I still in this challenge? And I start getting emotional.
I was supposed to play Ascendance Season 3, and I developed a meth addiction, and it brought me to a very dark place. And emotionally and mentally, I was not ready to play the game. And so I paid in full, and then bowed out. Told Nicole about it. So then when Season 4 came around, I thought I was in a good mental space to do it. And then the meth addiction turned worse.
There really are no words. He is one of the strongest individuals I've ever met in my life.
This next part is going to get very... It's a warning. A week ago, I was sexually assaulted outside of a bar, and for the last few months, especially this last week, I have felt like I am not important, I am not strong, and I am not in control of really anything. And I came here because I wanted to prove that I am a fighter and I can do it, and I can finally be in control of something.
I'm standing there on my brick with my stick against the wall, and all I can think of is everyone at home that's rooting for me. Everybody at home that's watching me, and everyone that has my back home. I keep thinking to myself, do this for everybody that is watching.
Since we're all here, night one, like night one, me and Josh went idol hunting, and in the pool house we found a lockbox.
Oh, bitch, no he doesn't.
And you know why I have these blisters on my fingers? Because I
You-
turned every single number on there
Did you get it?
without any clues. Of course we did.
Who
He has another fucking...
Alright.
And in my bag, there is a pendant. And I went home with a pendant in my pocket.
No, girl! Oh.
Why
So,
did
I
you?
want to go back in, so in the game, I can give Josh the pendant back.
But if you're out, does
It
it?
really gets flushed.
That's it.
And with that, Billy is out.
Well, I always say in life that what's meant to be will be. Unfortunately, my story in Ascendance Live is a tragedy. Keaton, I'm really excited to join you in the two-time pre-juror club, brother. It's gonna be a really good time.
Whoever walks in, I don't know what we're gonna... That thing could be expired already.
Sure.
Aaron, what are you gonna do to get back in?
And with that, Aaron is out. Congratulations, Chris G. You are back in the game.
Cheater!
Good job,
I made some dumb game moves like going home with a pendant in my pocket, but overall, I
I still had a blast. I found the pendant, I had a menage a trois, I met some really great people, and if you would have told me starting out this competition that I'd be best friends with Billy Stevens' mom, I would tell you that you are absolutely insane.
I went from the absolute lowest of low to being eliminated pre-jury to winning my way back through an endurance competition. I was so determined and I was so dedicated to winning this cause, and there was no way that I was ever gonna let that disc drop. I pushed so hard the disc stuck on the wall after I was done. I have fought this entire game. I was eliminated for being a physical threat, and I used what was weaponized against me as what brought me back into this game. So I'm armed with information from all of these people. I'm armed with knowledge and information, and I have a fire that is in me right now. I am so incredibly grateful to have won that competition, and regardless of what happens, I am so incredibly proud of myself, but there's so much more game left in me, and I have so much more to give, and my story is not done. I'm just starting a new chapter for this.
We're being told to paint, and I'm just not having it. I am looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, and I know something is up.
Okay, welcome to your next challenge. This is called Create It. And here's how it's gonna work. So you and your duo are gonna be painting a little self-portrait, but of the two of you together. So what's gonna happen is you've got an assortment of paints, you got some crayons, you got some brushes. So this side, you're gonna be painting a self-portrait, or not self-portrait, a portrait of your duo across over here, but you don't wanna use up the entire canvas because when you've done your person, then you're gonna flip and they're gonna paint you onto the same one. So it's gonna be a duo portrait, if that makes sense. That means like Taisha and Eli, you'll be Taisha, you'll paint Eli, Eli will paint Taisha on the same canvas, Josh and Grace, so on and so forth down the line, okay? So we're gonna try to do this in about 30 minutes is your time limit, but we don't have like a definitive time just yet, so 30 minutes is what we're gonna start with because there's a part 2 that will come after this.
So we're doing arts and crafts, and I've never really done a comp like this before. And a lot of us are thinking that there's probably a battle back going on.
Just make sure they're like not stomping around up there, basically. Yeah.
I start thinking, this reminds me a lot of last season. We are having pasta tonight. Last year we had pasta night. That was the battleback night because I remember starving and smelling garlic bread while it was time for me to go put my hand on a fucking stick for fucking 3 hours.
We're sitting there, we're painting, we're having fun, and a lot of people think that there might be a battle back.
You guys now have 5 minutes to study the paintings. 5 minutes to study the paintings. Your time starts now. Wow.
The person who won a spelling competition earlier. So we're studying these pictures. I'm trying to remember what's on here, but I don't know what kind of questions they could ask us about this, if this is some kind of quiz.
I have no idea what's going on. I am so confused. Now we're not allowed to talk. It's dark out. We're being like walked to this other house.
Welcome to your 7th Captain's Challenge. This challenge is called the Countdown, and here's how it works. To begin, you will all be blindfolded and put in the yard. Whenever you want to drop out of the challenge, take your blindfold off and head into the house. At the end of the challenge, if there are 5 or less of you still outside, you will be given safety for the round. If there are more than 5 of you, no one is given safety. To counter everyone standing outside for the full 45 minutes, this is also your strategy time for the round. You must choose. Try and go for safety, or go inside and talk about the vote. Whoever drops closest to 30 elapsed minutes without going over will win a safety without power advantage. This will be given in secret. At the end of the 45 minutes, whoever is outside will not be allowed to discuss with others about the vote and will have to come straight inside to vote.
I'm so confused. I have no idea what's going on right now.
So all of a sudden they hand us a blindfolds and I'm like, oh, what are we doing?
And welcome back from your boomerang battle, your 13th player.
A lot of us were speculating that someone could come back into this game. However, I didn't think it was going to be during this challenge.
Who could it be? I really hope it's Chris Yu.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, the round has begun.
We'll go up and around the bushes and in the front door.
I've spent so much time getting ready to get back in this game, I have to make the most of this opportunity. I have to drop out of the challenge, I have to start strategizing and reconnecting with the people who just voted me out.
I felt my ass off down there. All three of us, we fought so hard. We had to stand on a beam, like a block, and we had to do the pencil.
So yeah, I just decided to wait until whatever the challenge was it started and then just leave.
I start walking, and as I'm walking past him, Michael takes his off too. We both had the same idea for the first time in this game. We see Chris G, which I'm super excited about because I don't have any bad blood with Chris G. I know Michael voted him out, so I am a little worried about that, but at the same time, this man is the reason I stayed alive in round, what, 3? Like,
They told me I'm competing, they said, you don't have a partner, so I said, am I safe? And Nicole said, yes. So, I don't know, but Aaron came in guns blazing, Aaron was crying, Billy was crying.
Billy was completely blindsided.
Aaron said that the girls kind of had this like thing that was, you know, right. But they specifically said to try and pick both of you up. They specifically told me to try and pick both of you guys up. Aaron and Billy both said to. Yeah.
I felt so
Yeah. But I mean, me coming back in, obviously, like I got out with my first one, and I whatever I have to do, whatever I can do to help.
Chris G is somebody that I feel like I had somewhat of potential to work with, so him being back here, hopefully it's a clean slate and we can move forward together.
Honestly, there's no ill will whatsoever. I know that it was probably thrown to you, Chris or you, and it was Jim. Jim said it was me or Chris.
Do you know who the person that voted with you was? Was it?
I believe it was Taylor.
Okay, so Jim said, but then I talked to Taylor and she did say no, but obviously she's gonna say no.
Right.
So I don't know, but.
But I have no ill will towards anybody coming in. I'm upset with Erica, obviously.
When you said the girls, I assume you meant the girls, like the 2 girls, not all the girls, or what?
For me, I felt burned by Erica specifically.
Okay.
Erin,
she comes to that
when she comes, so that's why I'm trying to have a quick comment because, but it was more so Taisha, Erin, and Erica. Erica specifically. But Stacy asked me what happened, and I knew that it was the girls that flipped on me. Obviously, I'm not mad at Stacy.
Yeah.
I don't think we can let Grace go, but
we gotta see what's
Yeah,
going on, because
but-
obviously right now the only other options are things I don't want to happen, so.
yeah. But other than that, I mean, before we left, we were all down there holding the fucking thing, and both Billy and Aaron said to pick you up, to grab you.
I feel like I'm on the bottom.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, because that
Is
last,
from what I'm
that
hearing.
last elimination, I don't know if you guys watched, but me and Eric won safety. And I definitely felt very nervous about it. I thought I won.
The only thing I definitely heard was closest to 30 minutes, standing out there blindfolded, gets a safety without power. I understood that, so that's what I'm gonna go for.
You can't fucking tell if people are dropping as soon as it starts. You can't fucking tell if people are just trying to walk by to distract you. Maybe somebody fucking left early and is doing laps around all of us to distract us.
There's so much information that I had to process, and this last 2 hours have been an absolute whirlwind.
Stacy is kind of on as well, so
I would love. Yeah.
And, yeah.
I'm just gonna try and make my round with anybody, but if we can just touch base right at the end. I don't know if I have a vote. I know that I'm safe. I don't know if I'm vote.
Okay.
But
yeah, right now obviously Grace is the name I've heard. So unless somebody else walks through that door.
And also, I came back with absolutely nothing in my pocket. The only thing that we made game notes from the jury house.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go talk to people.
And I also know that you did not have that moment.
Oh, yeah.
I know for a fact that you, it's no longer.
I'm going to step back and say, if you want to vote for me, then you can. And just give them, a get out of jail free card.
Respect what everyone's doing here. Everyone's time, effort, everyone that's playing their hardest and really wants to be here and has something else to get fulfillment out of it. And I feel
I know we all have different goals coming here.
Yeah.
So.
And I've had loved the relationships that I've built along the way.
When I hear there's a chance to win safety without power, I'm definitely going for it.
I want to go inside and strategize, and I know I don't want to be out here all night.
And I'm freezing.
Yeah, they said right a second ago. I don't know. I stood there for. Time is very limited in this round, and I have to make sure I reconnect with absolutely everybody. I get, it was a game move. I voted for him too. I feel like people manipulated us so that we wouldn't compare stories, because they told Jim it's you and Chris, and they told Michael it's you or Chris. So they made sure that if they didn't vote for Chris, that there was no way that they were going to survive the vote. So I'm coming in with no beef, blood, ill will towards anybody, specifically Michael though. Okay. All of them that came after me, after the three that came after me, Jim, Billy, and Aaron, all said to pick you guys up. Okay. They said to work with you guys, and that's coming straight from people who have no stake in this game anymore, who have nothing to hide from the game. So coming in, whatever I have to do, just know that I am a number moving forward. I was burned by people, so...
No, I totally get it. The gym vote in particular, I think I told Eli, I was like, I don't know how I feel about everyone wanting to do that, because it doesn't make sense that this person over here and this person over here both think that is the biggest target.
Now that Billy is officially out of this game, I don't really think that Grace has much to play for anymore. At this point, I think she's just clocked out.
I just want to come on the side.
Yeah.
There was a lot of girls that me, but then I just sort of felt that sort of role playing part going forward, so, and I really care about you.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to say, I don't know, I'm just to fight for it, I don't fight for it, because I don't know that.
I just tuck my arms in the shirt and decide I'm gonna hold out the full 45 minutes.
All I want to do is just take off my blindfold and see who is this 13th person. But I still want to win. I don't know what to do.
But yeah, at this elimination, I'm going to say, look, it's fine. You can vote. I'm basically going to say, this has been amazing. Now that Billy's gone, I know. No, but it's I really wanted to come here and have an amazing experience with him and meet all these gorgeous people that have a big part of his life, and I feel like I've done that, and it's been so cool, and I love that he left his work. It's been really fun, and so I'm just going to say, and I respect the game, I respect doing it, and I'm fighting for it. So if you're
I don't want to. That's why I don't want to. But I mean, do you want to? You don't want to, like, so you want to be done with what you're saying, or you want to just?
I feel like I've fulfilled, it just feels like the right thing. Yeah.
Everyone seems super excited to see me, but how do I know if that's true?
Do you know if, because you said the girls had a thing, do their partners know about the thing?
I don't know. Erin made mention that the girls loosely talked because there's never been a woman finalist. She said there's never been a woman in the final 3, but that's not correct. I think she means an all-women's final 3. I think that's what she means.
Last season there was a woman finalist.
Right. So I think she misspoke.
Okay.
But Erin said that she felt burned by the girls. I don't know if it was all of the girls. I don't know if it was some of the girls. Billy said Grace loosely knew about it, but I don't know. I feel like if you think hard, you can kind of.
I mean, it's.
Yeah.
There have been times when I walk into a room.
If you remember when I stood up and I looked Erica dead in the eye.
Right. Nobody was sure if he meant just green team or if he meant all the women.
Well, at this point, I don't know. But yeah, we'll chit chat around, but.
So I'm sitting here counting in my head, then I start singing Justin Bieber Baby in my head like 4 or 5 times. And I just keep hearing all these footsteps around me. It's making me really anxious.
I want to go strategize for this vote. Everyone who's sitting back here can't do that. So if I just take it off, I can start getting to work.
Do you know about the girls thing?
I knew that the girls were close with each other, but I don't know about girls.
But Erin didn't tell you about it.
What do you mean by girls thing?
So Chris G said that when Erin went there, she said that all the girls had made a deal because they were like, 3 women haven't been in the final 3 before, and we want to make sure that happens. I don't know.
No, she told me that she was close with girls, but not that they would never vote each other.
Right. And she said she just revealed all that because she felt betrayed by the girls.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, Erica betrayed her, Taylor betrayed her, and then Chris and Michael.
Right.
They did push both you and Taisha to grab when I came back.
Okay.
They, in positive ways, they view very positively of you guys down there. Both Billy and Erin said to talk to you guys, to figure something out, to, just chat with you guys. And those are from people who don't have stake in the game. Everything that was discussed, I feel, was truthful. And I know there's whispers of a large group. I know there's a whisper, but I am also coming in with really nobody.
Right.
So if there's anything...
Well, I appreciate you saying that,
Yeah.
because that does mean a lot. I've also heard whispers of a big group,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'm in that big group.
Right.
It was started from the girls, obviously.
Yeah.
The girls.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Erica, Rachel, Erin, Taylor, the 4 of them. Erin's obviously gone now, so it's different.
I was so angry at her. And then as she walked through that door, they were like, "Welcome in." And I said, "You deserve to be here." And she's sobbing. And I was like,
"No."
Oh.
Little son.
I was like,
Grace is telling us that she wants to go this round, and as much as I really feel like she could be utilized as a number in this game, I would rather respect her decision.
Grace told us that she wants to go, and I don't want that.
She wants to go out?
Yeah, she said she wants to be with Billy, but if she's going on jury, she won't be able to see him.
Is that how it works?
I'm pretty sure. I can't imagine jury could be sequestered with pre-jury.
I mean, I don't want to see her go either.
Right.
I also don't want, if she's asking me to go, I don't want to like, I don't know. I don't want to force her to stay either, but I also feel like for the game, I feel like she needs to be here.
Right.
But also, human to human, like.
But if she can't see Billy anyways.
Exactly. So.
I mean, I don't have many lifelines. And I put like pretty much nearly all my eggs in your basket these past like day and a half. So like if you guys could help me out if you can, because
I want to. I do, because I agree with your assessment, and I think like we're all people on the outer. And it doesn't make sense for us to just continue to pick each other off. Like the gym vote, I was really uncomfortable with it, not because I'm close to gym, but just because everyone wanted it.
I'm thinking that a lot of people are probably going to want to stay at the end. So I'm thinking about counting and trying my best to get close to 30 minutes and get that power for me.
To get closest to 30 minutes, I know, because I've timed myself, because this is what kind of nerd I am, I've timed myself and I know that if I sing the alphabet song 5 times, that takes me 3 minutes.
It came to me like sort of during, after Billy's like eviction, I was like, I just feel like I've loved the experience so far. It's been amazing with everyone, and like I've made so many like strong bonds and connections, and I feel really fulfilled by what we've done. So I didn't know that I would feel like this, like at this point. So it's not like I was planning or anything.
Right.
But and I guess wanted to say that the girls are quite strong, but clearly like when they turned on Erin for the last vote, that like and then you voted Erin too. So that really
Taylor turned on Billy and then she turned on Erin, that was her literally like one of her best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She voted for Billy?
Yeah. They literally were the ones who set that up.
I need her vote. Like, I am rounding up the army. I am trying to send soldiers out into battle, and one of them saying, no, just shoot me on sight.
I know Grace wants to quit.
Grace wants to quit, so we're gonna end up being partners.
I know, which is fine by me. The only other concern that I have is I don't know what this number situation is like. What if they do 10 jury and 3 finalists?
Yeah.
Because she wants to quit to go be with Billy, but if she quits, is she gonna go be with Billy?
I know. I want to convince her to just make.
Would they bring? Last time they brought the battle back right before jury. Would they bring me back and then continue to be pre-jury?
I was talking to Eric and Michael about making a move and stuff, and like Michael's been right up in like Erica's game and, and a bunch of the girls' games, but I think he's starting to realize that like he's not.
Like I said, I am just trying to just make my rounds with people and talk to people. I'm not eligible, but I do have a vote. So if that means anything, if there's anything that you need, if it's Grace, it's Grace. I'm just thrilled to be back here.
Grace is telling us to vote us out and she just became my partner. Deep down, I'm thinking she's probably saying, I just got Josh as a partner, just vote me the hell out.
So is that true that Taylor flipped on Billy?
Yeah, she flipped on Billy because Adam and Taylor, they've been ready to make a move on Billy for a few rounds, but they were waiting for the right time.
Oh,
and
I don't think that's true. No, she hasn't gone to that. Maybe it's gone to that, yeah.
And just like they turned on Josh Blaker round 1, they were waiting for the right time to do Billy, and they were telling Billy to vote for me, and it was like a horrible situation. That's why I didn't even want to do it. It's like
no, well, actually, yeah.
That's basically it.
I'm counting every second and trying to count the minutes on my hands at the same time, so I'm hoping I can get pretty close.
Chris G comes back, we're gonna have to do some damage control.
How are you?
Me? I'm so happy.
How are you feeling?
It's been crazy,
I know what happened. I know, it was, I guess a lot of the girls just started chatting. That's why I was upset with Erica. Was because none of them would look me in the eye.
Really?
And I think it was just a snowball thing. But what I'm telling everyone is I have no ill will whatsoever coming in the game. Like, I got my anger out, like I cried, I depression napped, I depression ate, and then I fucking killed the shit out of that fucking thing, and I hung in for an hour to win. So
Proud of you. That's really
thank you. So I have
great job.
There's no animosity towards anybody. There's no ill will. I'm not coming in trying to fight anybody. I am just so incredibly grateful.
Grace isn't anybody that I want to lose right now in this game. Grace has never done me wrong. Grace didn't vote me out, so there's no reason for me to vote Grace out. There are bigger fish to fry in this game.
She is back. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
When I came in,
how's that going for you?
I don't know. I don't really know how to feel. I wasn't in that boat, so I don't really know what happened with it.
Right.
He kind of just said the girls wouldn't look him in the eye.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. But
Right. Grace also let us know that she wants to leave.
Yeah.
So,
which
it's not
isn't
really
fun.
Come in.
I think it's just annoying.
I always do that.
Yeah. Which, like, as like a human, I want to respect her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hear the news that Grace would like to be hurt, and it breaks my heart to see that.
Who in the game has never been targeted at all? That is like the key thing.
I agree.
There's like 2 or 3, up to 4 people probably that have never been in any form of danger whatsoever, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
You know, we've all sweat it out, and it's like, but we'll talk more about it. But yeah, that's.
But obviously, putting Aaron up in
No,
about us
and I can't. No, and I don't hold that against you because you.
I feel like every single round I've been.
No,
like,
I don't hold it against you. I hold it against the people.
It's like
who,
voting out mom and dad every time. Like, there's no good decision.
I hold it against the people who she like was
like
wanted, who she wanted to go to like the actual end of the game with.
I know I'm probably paranoid, but I'm like entirely convinced that it's Chris G that's back.
I know 30 minutes have passed and I'm just sitting here. I think it's better if there's a bunch of us sitting here going to a vote and none of us are safe rather than me just leaving and risking my safety still.
I figured Eric and Rachel are close, and I knew that like Taylor was getting in with that. Aaron, I perceived her as lower in that girls group just because she was still close to especially with Josh, clearly.
Right.
So I wasn't super shocked about that.
Okay.
That's happening.
Right.
Because even the first round, Aaron was like, when we went to the very first round, she was like, oh, like, I don't want to vote out for girl, like, there's too many guys here. So that was just kind of the thing in my brain. That was like, maybe it's happening.
Right.
But there was never like oh, there's a close alliance going on.
Right.
From what I was told specifically. I just assumed from what I saw. So yes, to answer your question, or no.
Right.
What about you?
I felt the same. There was one point, I think during the gym round, where it was me and like, I think it was Erica, Rachel, Taylor, Aaron, and Grace. And all of them were in here and they all just immediately said gym. And I was like, I think they were like the first ones too. So I was like, oh, whoa. And then Adam came in and they were like, okay, well, we have 7. That's good to go.
Interesting. Well, because that would make sense because if Taylor's in that, Adam is obviously hearing everything.
Right, exactly.
It felt in this moment like an easier vote.
I don't want Grace to feel like checked out or like upset.
If she wants that, especially because like if somebody wanted to go,
human, I just, yeah.
That's what she wants.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's gonna be tough.
I know, it sucks.
You've been great.
Yeah. No, she killed it. She killed it. Like, I don't know if my mom would do that, but love you, Mom.
Mom, if you're watching, play with me next time.
There's this thing going on, there's this girls' alliance, like, we need to protect each other and go after them, so it doesn't make sense for someone like Grace to go.
It does suck because I feel like she could have been someone, if she's like so anti-woman or anti the girls alliance, then like she could have been someone with us, but if she's so adamant about it, like she probably doesn't really much like either way. Right. The other problem is that like Michael is super close with Erica and Rachel. Like, I don't.
That
think
makes sense because Michael's slept in the bed with Erica.
They're both from the same season. He told me like early on he was connecting with them the most, and then like Taisha and you guys second. So like he is really in with them, and I literally told him, I was like, I need you to realize you're giving these girls the limit because nobody has ever even approached targeting them. So like,
and that needs to change.
Right.
Because I agree, that's a big, and Erica is very well intertwined with everyone.
Right.
I can just tell.
So I don't know. I mean, it just depends on who's vulnerable at elimination or whatever. But I think, like, I'm so really down with you and Taisha. You guys have been my number ones ever since Taisha. During last night's overnight, I went up to her and she was like, "You're 100% good. I'm not voting you." And I was like, "Nobody's told me that yet." So.
This blindfold shit was the weirdest shit I've ever done in a game in my life. I just felt like I was standing in a field and waiting for some like fucking purge to come like machete my fucking head off.
So I take off my blindfold, I look around as best I can because I'm literally seeing stars and everything is blurry and it's almost like strobe lighting.
Thank you so much. Oh my god. I fought so hard. I tried. I stood on that thing for a fucking hour. And there was one finger on it for, I mean, it's a fucking, yeah, I stood there for an hour. Did y'all drop the light at the same time?
No, I thought you were going to take the house, so I was I come in from the challenge and Chris G is staying there right when I open the door. When, what's his name, Jim?
Yeah.
Everyone thinks Jim. Was it Michael and you, right? Me and you voted Michael.
Yeah.
Jim told Michael I voted with you, but he thinks that I voted for you.
Okay.
So you have to pretend you think that
Okay.
Jim voted with you.
The only, okay.
Because I told him, I was like, see, Jim keeps throwing his vote every time.
Yeah.
But it was me.
Okay, I figured. Billy was like weirdly mad at you guys. Billy was like dragging you guys up and down, and Aaron was saying that it's like you and AMK like just completely running the house, and you guys have like a chokehold on everybody.
It was fucking background because we got a vote.
And they were saying that like you and Eli were roommates for a game or something.
He played Outlast with me, but he got medevac like before I even.
So they came. We were literally down there, and Billy's like, "If I get in there, I'm going after Taylor." And Aaron said the same exact thing. But like, that's why I literally put my notes in your guys' bag.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned if I have won the safety with no power. I was tapping my leg and praying that I had the exact amount of time figured out.
From looking out the window, there's just 3 that I can see, and there's a 4th, like, to the right.
Okay, so assuming they're safe then.
Yeah, they're safe unless they take it out.
Good.
And I think Christopher's game with safety without power, because I think we started around 9:45.
I don't know, I feel like the Grace thing, I just started wild. Like, I'm gonna do it, but
Right.
It sucks.
It does. But it also, I guess, makes it not as chaotic.
Right. Yeah, stressful. I feel bad for them if they're standing out there.
I know, they're gonna come in and be like,
okay.
Like, yeah, we're safe. As much as I don't want to see Grace go, and I've loved getting to know her in this game, a lot of us are just coming to the consensus that we want to grant her wishes and let her leave.
I have no ill will. I told you I have no ill will towards you. There was never any beef to begin with. So I'm just coming back with as clean of a slate as humanly possible. They told me that because I don't have a partner, I'm safe, but I still have a vote. So if there's something that I can do to vote, like integrate myself, but yeah, there's no bad blood anywhere. The bad blood is sitting in pre-jury house because they lost that the battle back.
Oh, what was it?
It was the same thing as last time, but we had to stand on a brick.
Oh gosh.
So we were on.
I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, we were on a brick, and we went like that, and then we went like that, and then the last half hour or so, we were down to one finger.
How long did you go for?
Over an hour. It was. I think it was right over an hour, but Billy dropped, and then I told Erin, I said, I'm not dropping. I said, I'm not leaving this brick. And then she dropped, and then I took my stick off, and my thing was still on the wall.
That's crazy.
Like, because I was like, I'm not.
That's literally insane.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
But they were angry coming out of there. But I am not. I got my anger out. I cried. I ate some cheese and some snacks. So I'm good, but if there's anything you guys need, moving forward, I'll grab you all one-on-one later.
Almost immediately walking in, I'm told that Grace wants to go home. And it was almost too good to be true.
I know what it's like to really want something and to really want to be in a game or a race or whatever it is, and I didn't want to take somebody else's spot.
Vote out of game? Did they mean like out of that challenge or out of the game?
Like the game. Like we're going to like an elimination.
Like
you're going to an elimination
after the challenge over.
Like like no talking period. That's what they mean. Like no talking period. That's why we're in here. That's why I came in here and I'm like, let me just go talk.
Okay.
So
who's
okay?
He
So
just told me that
Grace wants us to vote her out because she said she's fulfilled what she came here for, and so she wants to go.
So should we just do an easy thing?
I think so, but I would go talk to her yourself because I don't want to be the one to tell you that. I want you to hear it from her. But yeah, I think that's kind of the consensus.
It sucks having to vote out Grace, but I'm just happy that it's going to be an easy vote. Like,
I was bawling my eyes out. I was like,
Yeah.
I felt so
I teared up when Billy started talking.
I think he's never going to talk to me again, but...
He loves you guys.
I think.
Well, Chris just told me he's pissed at me, and he said he wanted to come back in and go for me. So...
That's really what happens in these things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You're going back to
it'll be okay.
Yeah, you guys are
Same. I think I have a chronic migraine.
I have Excedrin migraine.
I just...
That's the only thing that's
We should have voted her out round 1, and Blaker would have been able to stay. I'm really, really frustrated right now.
That is time. Please do not move. There are 5 or less of you left, so if you're standing here, you are safe for the round.
I know that I'm safe, and whoever else was standing out there at the end with me is safe.
I'm ecstatic, but I'm just baffled that there's only 5 or less of us here. I did not hear anybody leave.
Oh my gosh, I just found out that I won the safety without power Turns out, it's true, sometimes your ABCs are better than your 1, 2, 3s.
So I found out that I'm safe, I'm excited, and they lead me up into the voting room. No room, no time to talk to anybody, immediately voting on the spot.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 9th elimination of Ascendance Live Season 4. And I have the votes, so before I reveal the votes, if anyone has any hidden powers or advantages and you would like to use them, now would be the time to do so. Alright, when I reveal the vote, first vote out, we'll have a few moments to say their goodbyes and leave. First vote, Eric. Second vote, Michael. Third vote, Rachel. That is 1 Eric, 1 Michael, 1 Rachel. Fourth vote, Grace. Fifth vote, Grace. That is 2 Grace, 1 Eric, 1 Michael, 1 Rachel. Sixth vote, Grace. That is 3 Grace, 1 Eric, 1 Michael, and 1 Rachel. Seventh vote, Grace. That is 4 Grace, 1 Eric, 1 Michael, 1 Rachel. Eighth vote, Grace. That is 5 Grace, 1 Eric, 1 Michael, 1 Rachel. Ninth vote. Ninth person voted out, and the first member of the jury, Grace. Give a few moments to say your goodbyes.
We like talking normal voices now.
Right, we're all like,
We've been mute for a while. So
The main thing is that I wanted to come here, have a great experience with Billy, meet some of his friends, meet the online community, yeah, and play the game. I was very disappointed that Taylor and Adam were good friends and led the charge to blindside him. Like, I was like, oh, that's a gut punch, that's a heart punch. It's just really important to make it a positive experience for people to remember and build some good relationships out of it and great friendships and have fun.
So Chris G and Josh, you both do not have duos, so you will become one, and you will join the team.
Oh yeah! Cool!